as they approach the match. Oh, and Manzi almost catches Blue with some nice ashiwaza. Only really had one hand in the gi, so he couldn't really control the upper body. But that's been his SOP in some of these matches. Get ahead early and then just use all his wiles to avoid a score, if you will. And avoid penalties as well. And Blue also looked there for a big leg sweep, just missed it. Blue turning in well there.
Well, after the excitement of Peter Miles and Adonis Diaz, British fighter and the American, in that bronze medal match, we come to the relative calm of Elios Manzi and Bauyrzhan Zhaunytayev of Kazakhstan.
I'm very happy for Peter Miles. He had a really tough road, and he was able to come away with a medal at the end there. And
given the day that he had, knowing the energy output, you know, remaining energy levels.
yes.
I mean, he was drained, wasn't he?
Exactly.
And he had an incredibly tough draw. Japanese, Georgian, a very tough Algerian, and only losing to the Italian, and then having to beat the American boy, you know, on his home turf. And it wasn't bad, eh?
I'm liking what Blue's doing here against Italy, though. He's aggressive. He's got one penalty, but he's definitely mixing things up, and he's making Manzi work a lot harder than he's had to in the previous matches today.
Zhaunytayev of Kazakhstan was a pick. I can't remember who picked him earlier on, but they said that they thought he was the man to beat.
Wasn't someone from Kazakhstan, was it?
It could have been, yeah, it could have been his mate from Kazakhstan that was talking to me. Manzi's coming back with just a couple of ashiwaza attempts that just keep Zhaunytayev with an eye on something else. I haven't seen anything from Manzi that I can put down and say that's his big technique. Maybe the little side, that left-sided Toshi, beg your pardon. Just as he threw that in, it reminded me of a couple of attempts that he had with Miles as well. But it hasn't come off yet.
In the very beginning of this match, he had a good chance at Dayashi Barai, and he only had one hand gripping the gi, so he couldn't really finish it off.
He's got to be the cleverest fighter that I've seen today.
Subtle.
Yeah.
Subtle things, gripping,
unhurried.
The way he positioned his leg, unhurried.
Composed.
Very.
For such a young fighter.
Just always in control.
Nice balance, good movement. And you solid on his feet.
And you've seen all day. Oh, that was a nice Uchimata attempt there. You've seen at the end of his matches against his opponents who've lost to him the frustration on their faces. Not
being able to crack that nut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big support for the Kazakh fighters. Or big support from the Kazakh team for their fighter.
Yeah, he just
stepped up there, yeah.
The hips were in, the leg was in. This has been Manzi all day.
Oh, now he gets the passivity warning.
There you go.
Passivity penalty, beg your pardon, with 9 seconds to go.
And so now it's a whole new ball game. And Manzi hasn't faced this all day. He's been able to get that small score, those penalties to work for him.
Just edge ahead, exactly.
Now late in the game.
And we were talking about how well he managed the clock and how he kept things under control. Just let that little one slip there. One attack in the last 25 seconds would have done it for him, but he couldn't come up with one. Well, that puts him into a golden score period now. Last fight of the day. Yeah, I was going to say, last fight of the day goes to golden score.
We'll see. Maybe Manzi can show us something he hasn't showed us all day. See that big throw.
It's the left Toshi that he's going to look for. That's his go-to throw, isn't it? Oh! No. He couldn't take over Zhaunytayev's attack.
Zhaunytayev looked at danger there. He showed some back there before they went down.
Yeah. Left-sided. Now, Manzi's got to be clever here. He's got to put in a big attack.
Zhaunytayev is the one attacking now.
He can't be second best here.
Yep. It's getting loud in here. Not the nice kind of loud either. Manzi all day up